And there's the bell for round one. Beautiful counter punch. Can't land that jab. That jab doesn't find a home. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You couldn't write a script like this. This was like Rocky versus Apollo. Beautiful counter shot. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Believe what we are seeing. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Caught him. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. What do we expect to see here in round two? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Perfect counter shot. They threw the hook. It did land. Caution is being thrown to the wind. A lot of swinging and missing. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That counter shot lands. Counter punching. What a massive upset this would be. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain mass.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Left hook missed. Good counter punch. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice counter. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Tried to score with a jab. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Punch, counter punch. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice exchange here from both men. see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are ready.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Oh my! That's a game changer! How is this fight still continuing?
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This may do it! It's all coming to an end! And one punch goes down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Right, let's get out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out. Just take the round off. Great round now.
Back into the fray here in round 5. And there's the bell to start the round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
I need to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're okay.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
The straight right just misses. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Shot from the gut.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. They exchange punches. How about that time counter shot? They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run anybody off.
Away through cap. Now it's a tougher fight. He's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away.
There's the bell for round 6. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. There's a counter shot. Punch caught him clean. And this with that jab. Just misses with that jab. And he scores with the counter. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power. And I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter punch. These two were made for each other. Where was the defense? Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Come on, breathe.
Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter punch right up the middle. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. And he scores with the counter. The courage on display here is incredible. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
They both want the knockout. Is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. And we enter the 8th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. A straight right just misses. Just misses with that left uppercut. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. That left hook misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Every time they drop their guard, the referee will send them to the corner and take a look at the cut.
Hey, are you all right? Are you okay?
And the referee's gonna allow him to fight. That cut is gonna...
Completely get your mind.
And we enter the ninth. What an action-packed round that was. Let's see what they have in store for us here.
What a round. I'm exhausted. They must be absolutely shattered. What could you tell a man when he comes back to the corner? You need the instructions to be simple, precise. Don't befuddle them because they're just shattered.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Incredible work rate. You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.